Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk to you about the stop practice using the Alexander technique. It is important to remember that this is your practice. Consider connecting your fingers to different animals, colors, archetypes, or stories. There is really no right or wrong way to do this. The most important part is to stop before becoming reactive, to give yourself a moment of grace, to connect to your mind, body, and heart, and then to move forward in a way that is in alignment with your integral self. To begin, look at your thumb. Stop. Give yourself a thumbs up. You've got this. Next is your index finger. Look around. Connect to your environment. Ground yourself and know that you are safe. The middle finger. This reminds you to exhale and breathe. Get centered and connect to your wise mind. Your ring finger. It's whole and a direct link to your heart. Connect with your wholeness and love all parts of yourself. And finally, your little finger. Get curious. Cheer on the little you. You can do this, and it's time to go back home to stop. Unfortunately, I was unable to record the first half of this video. So at this point, I have illustrated a hand, and I have neurographed almost every single finger. And while neurographing each finger, I really connect to what that finger represents. So here I am on the index finger, and I have created neurolines moving out into the environment. And every circle represents something around me. My desk, my floor, my dog, the window. I am well aware as to where I am standing and located in my space. The middle finger represents my center line, my breath, exhaling, inhaling, bringing myself back to my wise self, connecting my mind, body, and heart. The next finger is the ring finger. The ring finger represents wholeness. A ring is round, so I felt inspired to illustrate circles and neurograph them, loving all parts of myself, even the parts that are in shadow, the parts that challenge me. And finally, my little finger. It's the child in me, the one that is curious about all things, non-judgmental. It's the little child that says, I want to go back home. And so it is the catalyst for returning back to the thumb, back to stop, back to home base, back to myself. This practice was taught to me by my Alexander technique teacher, Tessa, whose information I have pinned below this video. However, inspired by the practice, I chose to illustrate the hand using Neurographica as a way to integrate this wisdom into my body, into my brain, to activate the neuropathways around this practice to better understand it and to be able to use it. I chose to create the hand every day for 21 days as a way to really feel into the different fingers. That way, when I am truly activated in my life and have an uncomfortable intersection, be it with another person or while out and about in the world, I am able to connect to my hand and stop. Look around. Where are you? Get grounded. Breathe. Get centered. Reconnect to your center middle line. Connect to your wisdom, to your mind, to your body, and to your soul. Have compassion. Feel self-love. Know that you are okay. Do not judge yourself for having feelings. Become curious about them, and then go back home to yourself and stop. Always stopping before we become reactive. Always being mindful. Who do you want to show up as in this world? Who do you want to be? We have agency and control over the choices we make. We get to decide how we want to engage with people, with ourselves. As I continue to illustrate this composition, I draw neurolines out into the environment, as well as neurolines from the environment back to my hand, connecting me to all things like resources, support, wisdom, subjective and objective. The next step is to archetype, which means we color in at least 2 shapes side by side in the same color. I decide to use colors that represent for me the meaning of the finger. So I continue to color in an archetype using different colors, activating once again neuropathways in my brain. The next step of this composition is to illustrate the field lines. The field lines represent something divine, a higher power, a source that can hold you steady, and finally you find a focal point on your composition that is meaningful to you, an insight that has perhaps come to you while illustrating. The last step is neurostyle. This is adding any finishing touches into the illustration so that it can become aesthetically pleasing to your eye. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to learn more about Neurographica or any of my art coaching services, I warmly invite you to schedule a complimentary exploratory session and let's discuss what's possible together. Click on the links below this video. I appreciate any likes, comments, and if my content resonates with you, I warmly invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel or to sign up for my monthly love notes, which are absolutely complimentary.